Yes, sir. You already know what time it is.
Oh, yes.
I'm your boy, Matt P.
And I'm Jeremy Chase.
And this is Parking Lot Parables. And we are here once again just to have a little conversation. Let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever just, like, stopped and look at the past, not to dwell on it, you know, because I've talked about not dwelling on the past, but, like, reflecting on, like, how far you come, like, where you was, like, say, 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah, man. Definitely.
Like,
Yes.
and then, like, looking where you are now, and not just where you are, where you plan to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir, man. Like, you have to, every now and then, you know, look to the past so you can be encouraged for your future.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
So that's basically what we're going to talk about today, you know. See, 10 years ago, 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Where was you at, bro?
Man, I was in Valdosta, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, 21 years old, man. Like, I think at that point, I was like touching adulthood, but wasn't fully in adulthood.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had, you know, certain responsibilities, but I wasn't like, you know, being super responsible. Like, dang. Like, even just thinking as a 21-year-old, like, my mindset was not in the right area, bro. Like, I was just doing whatever. Like, winging everything, you know?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, like, thinking back on it, like, have you ever, like, met some, like, 21-year-olds now,
Mm-hmm.
and you kind of see, like, where their mindset is?
Oh,
like,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're kind of, like, still, they're not quite as childish as a high schooler, but
Yeah.
they're kind of there.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
You still have that remnant of
Yeah, like,
of a high schooler.
yeah, you're still maturing. You ain't grown at
Yeah,
21.
yeah.
Not on maturity levels anyway.
No.
Most of the time, and I was like, dang, is that how I was? Thinking back.
Yeah. I mean, 21, you know, of course, that's the year for legal drinking age.
Mhm.
You know,
I was definitely doing that.
same, but I only did it for free. I wasn't paying, but I was so participating.
I ain't gonna sit here and lie, boy. I bought some bottles. I had
Now, I buy it,
plans.
like, every now and then, but, you know,
I had plans with them bottles.
man.
Mission Impossible's going on. But for real though, like I was like, okay, so 21. Yeah, I was in Waycross, Georgia. Ooh, Waycross.
Yeah.
Sheesh. I had just got back not too long. Let me see. Well, no, 2011. No, I had been back for over a year at that point. Let's see. I was working. I kept a job, boy. One thing about it, boy, I always kept a job. I ain't relieving not working.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, cause I don't know. I understood from a very early age, even like back in like middle school, I understood like, but you want something, work for it, make the money, go get it.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
So, cause me and my brother, when I was like 13, my brother was like 11. Like, we would go around the neighborhood. One of us had a broom, the other one had a rake. We was like raking folks' yards, sweeping off porches and stuff on Saturday mornings, trying to get to this money.
Yeah, man.
So, like, but I ain't gonna lie, I was super childish though at 21 still at the same time. Like, oh man, I couldn't even. It's crazy how much you forget.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
man.
like you have to like talk to other people that were with you around that time to really kind of recollect everything that happened.
Stuff you got into, man.
And I ain't gonna lie, if there's alcohol that's involved, then yeah, really, I mean, you really can't say anybody is a like.
Yeah.
I mean, because everybody's memory is kind of tainted if everybody was drinking.
Mm-hmm.
But
man, I had one crazy alcohol story. So, you know, of course I was in college. It was crazy because there was this story in the newspaper where this girl, she died at a party.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you know, they were saying it was an overdose.
Mm-hmm.
But it turns out, you know, I think her boyfriend beat her or whatever. And I just remember that. And then you know, we went to this party. You know, we weren't drinking that much. But there was someone there who was underage. I don't know if he was a freshman or what, but you know, they were underage. And I was like, man, like, I was just like, hey man, you need to calm down a little bit. And so he disappeared.
It was a guy. So it was a guy that was underage.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So he disappeared, and you know, cause we were you know, part of this filming group. So like one of our film video society type thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we were just, you know, chilling, you know, just, you know, thankful the semester about over, and you know, old buddy just went missing. I'm like, where he went? Like, and we were in a small apartment, you know, ain't too many places you can go. So we looked through the place. This man is passed out on the couch in a room, and all we see is spit up on him. And I was like, oh hell. Man, well, I tell you, I never prayed so much in my life. Cause look, who not finna
Hold
go?
up. So I don't know if you remember, but was it ever established like how he got there? Did somebody at the party bring him, or?
Yeah, so someone else brought him, but I took him home with a couple other people. Cause like these people, they didn't have cars, and I think they ride left or something like that. And so I was like, please. And you know, I think I just got my car, did
The one you're driving now?
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, so we you know, shook him, make sure he was all right. He was slurring and like somewhat conscious, and I was like, bro, you good? And he was like, yeah.
Oh,
I was like, oh,
yeah.
okay.
What?
So I told everybody, look, this is done. I'm finna take him, you know, and I think he had a roommate that was with him too. So
Hold on, but he was in college?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like a freshman. I think he was like 18. You know?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Like,
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
I don't know why when you said underage, I immediately thought like 17 or something like that.
no, not under drinking age.
Gotcha.
But yeah. So I was like, man, you know, we got him in the car, and like, you know, we let the window down a little bit to let the wind hit his face, cause ain't no telling what's gonna happen when you get to this dorm. And, you know, they got the RAs posted at the front, you know, make sure ain't no foolishness going on. so how, man, you talk about the whole way praying, like hoping we don't get stopped. But yeah, we finally got him back to the dorm on campus. The friend walked him up. He fell once. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. It took everything within me not to laugh. But I guess they got in the door and I just left. I was like,
so that was a wrap after that, huh?
yeah. I was like, man. I was like, I hope that. I was like, Lord, please don't let this junker die overnight. I was like, man, like, I think even then I was like, look, if you do this for me, I will stop drinking.
Did
like,
you stop?
Yeah, for a certain point.
Yeah.
Like, but I never really drunk like that anyway. Like, I never got drunk or anything, except this one trip. But you know, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Okay, so 21. I ain't gonna lie, I was drinking every week. At 21, cause like we was on Wednesday nights. It was ladies' night. It was going to the club.
Yeah.
Thursdays it was sink or swim. So we pay like, what was it, like $15-$20? You can drink unlimited till 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was drinking every week. Not every day, but every week.
Yeah,
Mainly Wednesday and Thursday for them nights.
Yeah.
So,
Thursday used to be the littlest night in Georgia.
Yeah. One Wednesday night in particular, I don't remember how, but boy, your boy got entirely too lit out here. I was so turned that I ended up like sitting down Indian style in the middle of the dance floor.
Oh dang, bruh.
Yeah, bro. I just fell, bro. Like I fell down Indian style. Like I'm just sitting there looking up. Like I'm like, who pushed me? Like I was like, who pushed me?
Man.
I was a trip, man. But the people I was like, bro, man, ain't nobody pushed you, bro. You fell, bro. I was like, nah, man. One of y'all niggas pushed me. I was going. I was like, yeah, I need to chill. Like after that, boy, I was like, God almighty, boy. Just was not very responsible.
Oh yeah, man. Look.
In my actions. Yeah. So mentally, trying to think, where was I mentally? I was just trying to enjoy life.
Yeah, pretty much, man. And what you supposed to in your 20s, you know, you got that freedom, you know, you do have consequences, but it's more lenient to like enjoy yourself without responsibilities for the most part.
Yeah, I would, but I'll tell you this: what I wish I had known then was like it's so much more. And this is the reason I left Valdosta, because I mean Waycross is also the reason I'm looking to get out of Valdosta, because there's more to it than just going out to party, and drink to like, you know, like literally after you do it one good time, that's really, you done pretty much experienced all you gonna experience.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
It really kind of goes downhill from there. Like if you experience anything else, it probably ain't gonna be good.
Yeah, man.
So like going to see the world, like I wish I had done that while I was in my 20s.
Oh yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I think, what did I do? The only thing I really did was I did go to the Bahamas, but
yeah, same.
They ain't really like, that wasn't necessarily on my list of places to go. That was going to celebrate with a friend.
Yeah.
But like to go like out, like I wanted to go to Asia, like China, Japan.
Bro.
I wanted to go to Mexico, the Dominican Republic. You know, all those types of places. Like, but I never like did what was necessary to set myself up to be able to go visit those places.
Oh yeah.
And I guess that's where that, you know, the maturity thing came in. You know, you want instant gratification.
Oh yeah.
So if all you ever want is instant gratification, you just deal with whatever's around at the time.
Yeah.
Because I think even when I came here, I ain't gonna lie, when I came here, that's when I stopped. Like, I pretty much stopped all going out once I got here. Was
yeah, cause there's some crazy folks in Boston, man.
Yeah. Well, a few times, but yeah, it pretty much died out once I got here.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Yeah, and me, I was always the person, I'm not finna pay for like dancing or drinks. Like I went to all the house parties though. Like there was always something on Thursday in Blanton Commons or, you know, somewhere like that.
Yeah, I could imagine. Yeah.
Man, shoot, like it was a good time. Of course, we had some crazy instances. I remember one time we had a friend's house. I guess their parents were out of town. And bro, when I tell you I left at the right time, I swear it must have been Holy Spirit telling me to leave. Cause like I
Parents showed up.
Yep, man, he was. The guy's dad was going off. I was like, man, I'm glad I missed that. Shoot. I think my car was in a spot where, you know, where someone had to let me out to get out, so I couldn't even go off, you know, when he came. So,
shoot, I ain't been to a house party in forever. I think last house party I went to, it's like you said, when you're in college, like people throwing like little parties in their dorms and stuff all the time, which I ain't gonna lie, looking back, half the time that's not really a good spot to be like that, because them college students really be on something else, but
craziness, man. Like it's on a whole different level. Like
it's different when it's like an actual house party where everybody knows everybody, or at least the person who's throwing the party really knows some of the people that they're inviting. In college, them cats really don't know each other like that. Not really, because they've only, like, a lot of times, like, they've only known each other for like a few months, or I don't know, they might be in the same fraternity or some mess like that, so you know they automatically assume each other's cool like that.
Yeah.
But the majority of the people at the party, they do not know. It's always like super dark in there, so you don't know what the heck is going on.
Yep. Look, man.
Look, you can walk in any room on accident, and ain't no telling what you might walk into.
I'm telling you, man.
Like, you could be walking in on somebody getting assaulted.
Yeah.
Or some junk like that.
Oh yeah, man. Like, people were crazy. Like, they would do stupid stuff for no reason. I'm like, man.
Yeah, so I don't know. I went to a couple of those, but I don't know. After like one or two, I was done with that.
Yeah.
I was like, I tried to throw my own though. One time.
Look, I prefer kickbacks, cause like when you say the chill environment, it don't be getting wild like that. You know, like kickbacks were always cool. You know, people just talking and just hanging out.
Yeah, a lot of that, I don't know, a lot of that seems to come with age too, because if you talking in like early teen, like late teens, early 20s, chances are some drama might pop off.
Yeah.
Not every time, but
yeah,
there's a good chance it will. When you talking like late 20s, early 30s on up, that's when you kind of get into that mode where everybody's a little more chill. They're a little more responsible most of the time. Yeah. So you can pretty much bet that there won't be like a whole lot of extracurricular going on. Everybody's just chilling, good food. Yeah. Shoot, I'm all about some good music, good food, being there chilling, man. Playing some spades.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shoot, I ain't done kickbacking forever. I think the Rona sort of like killed that.
Man, look, what? Hey, just when y'all thought it might be getting back to normal.
Man, shoot, yeah, them numbers are going back up. And I'm like,
yeah, I mean,
better get your tissue.
Ain't it? Like, I mean, you know what? Like, it was like, I mean, people. I mean, shoot, I don't know about every other state, but I know Georgia just really didn't take it seriously from the jump.
At all. At all.
Georgia did not take it seriously. Like, we did an official quote unquote lockdown for like what? Like 2 weeks. That was it.
Yeah.
And which really all it was like got a curfew.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, that was weird though, boy. Yeah. Like the streets was empty, boy. It was kind of ghost town. That was pretty weird, boy. And like having to work riding around with like some paperwork or something, showing why you're out right now. That was
I never got stopped though.
I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad we didn't. Cause last year.
Yeah, at that point, the police foolery was going on.
Yeah, like it was not a good time between police and people of color. Yeah. And it still ain't really, but I mean, I will say it does seem things have seemed to calm down a little bit, or maybe our attention has just been diverted.
Yeah, I think it's that, because that's the only reason you got that attention before.
Yeah, because
now we did have, a win after Derek Chauffeur got, arrested and charged and sentenced.
I mean, well, shoot, we still waiting on the Ahmaud Arbery's killers though. Yeah. Them two clowns, father and son, are still out here chilling. Yeah. Like, well, I mean, no, they locked up with. I mean, well, shoot. Then there was that 13-year-old boy that got shot in Chicago. Like,
man. Whew. Yeah, man.
Shoot, 10 years ago. Let me see. I don't know. In 2011, I don't remember there being like a big, like, thing going on between. Nah, there wasn't really.
Well, there wasn't I don't remember police.
It wasn't
stuff,
police.
but I think that was around the time that Kendrick Johnson thing happened, where he got rolled up.
That was 2012.
Okay, well, yeah.
But actually, that was Kendrick Johnson, and then Trayvon Martin was like right after that, and then that's where things just started going downhill. You started 2013, 14. You started hearing about a whole lot of other stuff like Mike Brown, Eric Garner, and then Philando Castile, all that type of junk started. It just started going downhill from there, boy.
Yeah, like it was just
like police was shooting cats, and then I mean, you have to take into account that the majority of these people that they were shooting were unarmed.
Yeah, man, it's my best question.
And if they did have a gun, they told the police that they had a gun, legally carried Philando Castile.
Exactly. Man, it's bad to ask. Do we need to bring
And
back
on
the
top of that,
black
there were multiple police. Usually, in almost every case, it's not just one police versus that person. It's at least two.
Yeah, and you know what? The only reason they buddy up like that is so that they'll hold up in court, like if they both lie, you know.
And you know what?
It's
crazy.
Word go over anything. I'm like, man, that's trash.
But it is though. Here's the messed up part. If a police tells the truth, boy, bruh.
Oh yeah, the force treat that joker like trash.
Like there's been police officers that have come forward about what's happened in police stations.
Yeah.
Just to get left stranded with no backup when they're having to deal with a group of people or something.
Man.
Like they leaving by themselves.
I saw one story where this black cop reported one of his officers for like unruly conduct towards arrest or something like that. That joker got fired the next day. Lost his whole career, man.
Yeah, like they do not play about putting police foolishness out there like that.
Yeah, man, like they got this weird code. Like, man,
it's almost like the hood code, no snitching.
Pretty much, man, and it's trash. Like, if you can't be accountable in your own like force, like how are you supposed to protect and serve? And someone I don't know if it was a law class or whatever it was, but they were like, police aren't, protecting and serving. Only thing they are employed to do is to solve cases. So if they close the case, then they did their job.
I mean, but
however it gets closed.
Who said that though? I mean, because you got police, but you got different types of police. I mean, the ones who's supposed to be out here solving cases are called detectives. What about the rest of them? Like they don't send detectives for what is it called? When a man and woman are getting domestic violence, they don't send detectives in for that.
I mean, they still solving the case. Like when they put in the what is it, APB, and they go check it out, they're technically solving it. By taking action. So they solving it in different ways. I'm like, man, I don't know. Either way, I don't feel safe, because of the police. But that's neither here nor there. Never did. Even 10 years ago, didn't feel
heck
protected.
Yeah. Showing up. I remember I was out one night on the way to a friend's house. It was like 1:30 in the morning. I'm 21. I mean, ain't no curfew. If you out, I haven't been drinking.
Yeah.
None of that. So but they pulled me over. She was like, "Well, you look like you was going fast." I was like, "Well, how fast was I going?" I don't know. She didn't have she didn't have a speed machine or anything. So she just pulled me over talking about, "Oh, well, you look like you was driving fast." I was like, "What?
How? What?"
I mean, and then she what she did was she gave me a ticket for running a red light, even though it was yellow when I went under it.
Oh wow.
So she just it was this white lady and a black dude, and the black dude was just talking trash the whole time. Like,
no,
he was like, man, what you doing in this old beat up? What you doing with this car, man? He was like talking trash about my whip.
Oh, hey.
And like, she's over here like asking me questions like, you been drinking tonight? I'm like, no. You got any drugs in the car? I'm like, do you? Like, I was like, see. I was like, and they wonder why. I'm like, unless I know the police officer personally,
yeah.
And there's a couple that I know personally. I know they're the good people. The rest of them,
yeah. Man, I think like they be so on edge all the time that they don't think like they will run into people who are just good people who don't want no trouble.
Look, man, some of them don't be on edge though. Yeah. They just be looking. They know when they're in a position to be on edge or not, and then when they know some of them just be looking to mess with people.
Yeah, right.
Like, cause I've had multiple police officers that like even back then was like they just be like trying to mess with folks.
Yeah.
Because this was like way this was 2011, so this was before that whole thing started breaking out. They was just like to mess with folks. Like,
it's sad, man.
I'm like, bro, just go to like that's what I want to say, you know what I'm saying? Like, man,
that's
Kid
real,
Rocks
bro.
with open-toed shoes on.
Yeah, that's real, bro.
Just how you feel sometimes, you know.
Oh yeah, man, it be like that.
But you know, we think back, and then you know we see where we are. Like, I ain't gonna lie, definitely come a long way. I'm proud of how far I've come.
Oh yeah, man. Like, you know, growth. It's been so much that I've grown from. Like, you know, before I was like irresponsible, but now I'm taking care of my own bills. You know, saving to like build a better life. Like, man, I'm in control now. I ain't out here just winging. You know, I have a plan. I have a vision like that I can clearly see and follow, man. Like back then, I wasn't thinking about all that. Yeah, man.
So, I think when I think about where I'm going, I think about like the things I've learned now in my 20s and 30s. I want to implement when I have my own children.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Of course, yeah.
Like, there's gonna be a lot of there's gonna be goals that are gonna be met. You know, and even then, like even as I get older, I'm never gonna stop setting goals.
Oh yeah.
And I definitely don't plan on ever stopping meeting those goals.
Oh no.
You know, so yeah, it's always good to just take a look back. You know, see where far you've come. Like bro said, it gives you a greater appreciation of how far you've come, where you're at now, and where you're going. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Got anything else you want to add to that, bro?
No, man. Like, it's been a long journey, but you know, it's getting better and better.
Does it feel like 10 years have went by to you?
No.
I ain't gonna lie.
Now? No, but back then, 10 years went by so slow.
I ain't gonna lie, when I think about it though, I was like, if you really stop and think about where you were, like, or what you were doing each year, you'd be like, okay, yeah, I see how this jumped. I see how 10 years went by it did.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
Yeah, so, man, it's definitely time to move on.
Oh, yeah, man.
So, don't be afraid to move on. And don't be afraid to reflect.
Yes,
I know some of us, some people's past might be kind of rough.
Yeah.
But it's always good to reflect.
Yeah.
Gives you a greater appreciation of where you're at now.
Definitely.
So keep on moving. Stay away from the foolishness.
Stay away from the foolish.
Speaking of which, you already know what time it is.
Oh yes.
It is Miss Me with the Foolishness. Go ahead, bro. What do we how foolish is it?
So this person was caught after she was asked about reward money for her own arrest under police Facebook post. So a woman who was on the run for allegedly being an accessory to a murder, has been arrested after commenting under a police department's Facebook post. So she said her name is Lorraine Graves, has been dodging police since March, which is when the murder happened. Then things took a big turn in the investigation last week when the Tulsa Police Department in Oklahoma posted a couple of pics of Lorraine on its Facebook page as part of their weekly Most Wanted campaign. So, pretty much when the post went up, Lorraine wasted no time asking about the bag attached to her arrest. And she commented, click the link in our, she pretty much commented on it, and they got her immediately.
So, just to clear all that up, like, this police station made a Facebook post with her pics on it talking about reward money for the arrest of this person or the whereabouts of this person, this Lorraine. And Lorraine herself went on Facebook and commented under the post asking how much.
Where's the reward money at?
Like, how much for the reward money?
Okay.
I was like,
look, they under there talking about, girl, you better stay off social media because they can track you.
It's like, how ignorant can you be?
Man, I mean,
that is the most ignorant thing I've ever, like.
Yeah. Like, come on now. Like, why would you do that to yourself?
That's depraved is what it is, bro.
Yeah. Like, I don't think her head all the way there if she doing all that. Like, come on now. If you know you did assisted in a murder and you just commented on here and like it feels like you have no regard for your own life.
Yeah, the boldness, the
audacity.
Yeah, the audacity. That's the word I'm looking for. Like we out here looking for you. You've been dodging us for months now. You got the audacity to ask us how much.
I don't know what.
I'm like, you think you gonna get paid for giving yourself up?
Okay. No.
I'm like, how hurt can you be? She better have been doing it for the kids.
Okay, look, if you're gonna be dumb, don't be stupid.
Be selectively dumb. Yeah. I'm like, God, dog.
You could at least got a friend to be like, how much is the reward? They probably put her in there free. Now we know where you at. Look, she probably one of them people that post their location on their social media. Like, man, shoot, like, come on.
Talking about posted up the cuffs, talking about gotta get this bag at any cost.
Look,
cost me my freedom, I'm gonna get the bag. Well, shoot, in that case, I mean, ain't that the same mindset of just about most drug dealers?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anybody's
crazy.
So I'm gonna get the bag. I'm like, I like how everybody be just acting like these drug dealers just be selling weed.
Oh no,
that's it. I mean, anybody stupid enough to do that, I feel like, shoot, if they willing to give themselves up, just imagine what they do for you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for real.
That throw you under the bus.
Man.
Like, if there's any reward money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, yeah, that could be another topic.
Oh, yeah.
Staying away from people. Like sometimes, okay, like all I'm saying is like sometimes money is not everything.
No, man.
I'm leery around people who, cause I mean I've known people who's like, man, I gotta get it at any cost.
Get this paper.
I gotta get it at any cost. You know, people they'll do their own family members dirty if it means getting to the bag.
Yeah, man, that's what we be like. No, I can have that. Cause all money ain't good money.
What Diamond said, make the money. Don't let it make you.
Yeah, man, shoot. Surround yourself with good people.
Yeah, people who got a good mindset. You know, it's some people really be out here for themselves, right? Like,
oh yeah.
It's you know, and if you stay away from. I feel like you should stay away from people who are like, oh well, if you ain't doing this, that, third, you ain't got this, that, and the third to offer me, then I ain't fooling with you. You ain't it's all about what you can offer them.
Exactly.
Like those types of people, stay away from it.
Yeah. I saw a post like that on.
Like it's all about them all the
Yeah.
time. You know, like I need this, I need that, or I'm no longer settling. I'm like, well, I mean, sound like somebody'll be settling for you though.
Yeah.
Like, cause I mean, what are you offering the folks?
Yeah, I saw a post like that. It was about this woman was dating this man. Well, this man was dating this woman, and like she like pretty much did a meal for like $200, and he did his for $20, and so he paid his part of the bill, and she got upset. And like my thing is, if you gonna do that much, like it's one thing if you're used to having that, but if you never had that before and you just on a whim want to go to that high price, like fam, no.
I'm kind of curious as to what type of restaurant has something that expensive,
Yeah.
and then has something that cheap on the same menu.
Yeah, and that's another thing. You gotta know the lay of the land of the restaurant too. So I'm like, man, shoot, look, even day now, I be looking at the menu like, what's the highest, what's the lowest? Be
Yeah.
strategizing.
It's pretty weird. But yeah, she could definitely been paying for that one.
Yeah, man. That's why I'm thankful for the one on me.
Ooh wee, 200. She ate all of it.
Yeah, I think
No
she
sir.
had lobster or something like that.
Juicy crab, give you lobster
Look.
and all that stuff for like $40.
Okay, red lobster.
Ain't no.
Yeah, man. I'm like, I ain't never heard of lobster taste that good.
I ain't never met somebody worth spending $200 on for one. Not for one night. I mean, if I got it,
Yeah.
I mean,
oh yeah. If I'm in that, you know, in that bracket.
yeah. I'm like, if I'm in that bracket
Oh,
of
yeah.
spending, then if I got it,
Easy.
but at the same time, I don't know. I'm wondering, like meals like that. That's the $200. That seems like those meals where they give you like this little thing with something drizzled
I'm
on
like,
it.
I've never understood that. Like, it don't be satisfying. Like, why
Like,
did they give you
I don't know.
this?
I guess we just gonna have to try it one day, bro.
Yeah.
We just gonna have
Yeah.
to try it and see what the hoopla is. Like,
Yeah.
see if it's really about. I mean, I'll one star that place so quick, boy.
So it was expensive for no reason.
I'm trying to tell you. I watched the show where dude ate pizza with gold on it.
Oh, nah.
It actually had like it was like a $70,000 pizza. It was gold. This dude, he like went to like different restaurants and like ordered the most expensive thing
Yeah.
just to like see what it was hitting on. A gold. It had.
Now, I have been to like fancy restaurants where they were up there, but the food was pretty straight. You know, it filled me up, and it was pretty straight. Was it that price straight? No, but like, you know, it was still.
What's the most you gonna ever spend on a meal?
I guess together about 200.
About 200.
Yeah, together. But,
Where'd you go? What was the name of the place? I'm just curious.
yeah, Maple and Ash. That's in Chicago.
Oh, I should have known.
Mm-hmm.
I should have known.
Oh no. I ain't spending 20 in Valdosta. Look, I support black
Hey,
business.
no, I knew it wasn't here. I knew I was like,
hey, look, straight up, I ain't spending over 20.
I knew it couldn't have been here. I was like, nah, it ain't. I know it wasn't here. I thought it was like, I knew it had to either be Chicago or Atlanta, one of them.
Yeah. It was straight. You know.
Would you go back?
Plan.
Would you go back?
Yeah, I would.
Would you get that same thing for 200?
Probably something different.
That was something different.
Yeah.
What was it
Now,
called?
Maple and Ash.
Was that the most expensive thing on the menu?
No. Oh no. I forgot what I had. I think I had chicken. Yeah. It was like a chicken breast, and it was straight. It filled me up. Like, it did the job.
Like, but like flavor wise, was it like smacking like that? Like,
yeah, it was like real tender, and it had a different taste.
Like you could see why it was $100.
Somewhat, but it wasn't like, okay, you know.
Got you. Yeah, I don't know. I think
I wasn't mad about the price because I already knew it was up.
Right, yeah.
I always peep.
Hey, hold on. What did they have the prices on the menu?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I was like, I'm scared of that. Boy, if they ain't had the price on the menu, boy.
I be peeping game before I go places. I be like, okay,
woo.
This guy. I be checking my.
That's how you know that junk expensive when they ain't got no price on it.
Look, man. Shoot. But yeah, it was pretty straight. Now, one place, it wasn't exactly expensive, but it was getting there. I think I paid about $80 or so. This place called Virtue, black-owned business in Chicago. Like, they got the best soul food, man. Like the mac and cheese and all of it. It was hitting. Like, bro, I would pay $200 for that restaurant. Like, that was worth $200. I'd go and spend my money easy.
How much was it? 80?
Yeah, just
80
about.
a person?
Yeah, sorta. I think like their meals were like 25, and if you did something extra, like 15, like the sides. So, but bruh, when I tell you that place was good.
What was the portions like for that?
Oh, they gave you good portions.
Oh.
Man, that doggone mac and cheese. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It's the best I've ever tasted in my life. And I'm a mac and cheese connoisseur. But yeah, it was amazing.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go check
Virtue,
this
man.
out.
It's like, look at that. Look at their Instagram. Look at their Instagram, like, man. Like, they black owned.
I love mac and cheese. Well, shoot. Y'all let us know where y'all were 10 years ago. Do you think about these types of things? You know, does it help? Does it not help? I don't know. It helps me.
Yeah.
You know, it helps me just kind of, you know, I'm going somewhere with this thing. But you know, anyway, you know, if you want to follow me, you can follow me at Matthew Priest on Facebook, Matthew_E_Priest on Instagram, and Unprecedented MPO Snapchat and Twitter.
Oh yeah. If you want to follow me, you can follow me at The Chase Harder on all social media platforms.
And once again, I am Matt P.
I'm Jerry Chase.
One time.
Yes, sir.